My name is Leila, as I was introduced, and I'm a returning symposium presenter. I previously presented on marketing for indie authors, and this time I'm here to present marketing the Big Five way. So, as a career book marketer with over 10 years of experience across different divisions in Penguin Random House and Simon and Schuster, I'm here to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how marketers prep and plan at a Big Five. So before we move on, I do want to first give a distinction between a title marketer and a publicist. The reason I do this is that I think most authors don't understand the difference between them, and I'm often asked what's the difference between me and my colleagues. So basically, the TLDR is that marketing is paid and publicity is free. What that means is marketing often costs money, such as advertising, whereas publicists book interviews in media and they submit books to major newspapers like New York Times, Kirkus, and they also connect with bookstores for book signings. So sometimes our roles will blend a little since we do all liaise with booksellers, but as you'll learn later on in my presentation, that happens with different purposes in mind. So for the most part, you can think of marketers as taking care of online and digital things, whereas anything that involves press is publicity. And then there's also an additional member of a typical publisher or division, and that is a library and education marketer. This person handles working with librarians to make sure they stock your book, and they also work with educators like elementary and high school teachers for, say, a kids or YA book, or college professors to see if they can get them to teach one of our books or find a way to include it in their curriculum. They're a mix between a marketer and a salesperson in that they seasonally pitch their library and educator contacts to make sure they're able to find a way to use our book. And of course, that can also mean an increase in book sales. So, with that bit of background and context on the difference between a title marketer, a publicist, and a library and education marketer, we're specifically going to talk about what it means to be a title marketer. So, when you're a title marketer, you're assigned titles on a seasonal basis. You're with these titles from the moment they're launched to the sales team a year prior to publication, through the months as you build your marketing plan and do your research on where to advertise, and as you meet with the author and agent and begin to build a relationship with them, and then to publication and beyond. So, I'll walk through each of those steps.